Zapier Tables just plugged in and gave you an instant upgrade. Your tables now know Formula Kung Fu. In this video, I'll show you two huge formula updates so that you can calculate, formulate, and get computers to do more math inside of your Zapier Tables. Because let's be real, math is the OG automation. And we're bringing it inside of tables for you. I'm gonna cover 6 use cases for record formulas and summary formulas. I'll even show you how to trigger an AI agent from a summary formula to analyze ways you can lower costs with your marketing. It's gonna be fun. Let's dive in. First up, record formulas. This is available on paid plans only. Let's look at the first use case. Let's say you're capturing feature ideas from your customers and you need to rank them, prioritize them before you put them into Jira or whatever system you use. So here's a bunch of feature ideas in tables. Dark mode UI. Let's go, Ian. I like it. So we have impact, confidence, and ease for that feature. You could have AI actually help you calculate these, but let's say you go in there, someone fills this out, and you want to add a priority score. We're going to add a formula. When this opens up, we can insert fields and we have a list of functions we can choose. So we're going to simply multiply those. So we're going to insert impact times confidence times ease, and we've got a priority score. You click create. Now that formula field is ready to go. What you do from there is you create a zap. Every time that priority score is updated, if it's over 600, that means it's a high priority. Then you create the high priority task in the system you're using. Now we can do something similar with leads. Let's say we want to qualify the leads before we send them into our CRM. Keep the CRM nice and clean. So we have all the leads come into this Zapier table, and then we want to qualify them based on the role. We want VP of marketing, we want software, we want the company size to be at least 250. So we'll add a formula field after the company size. We'll call this the lead score. Choose the formula, and then insert an if statement, giving it a score if it meets the criteria that we're looking for. If it does, awesome. We'll click create, and we can see that show up. Their lead score will be 3. Those are the ones we want. And of course, we add a zap. We add some automation. So when there's a new or updated lead, that lead score changes. We're only going to continue if it's high scores. We want to make sure it's 3, and we want to make sure it's never been added to the CRM. If that looks good, we'll go ahead and create the lead in our CRM and then mark that it has been sent to that CRM. That sent to CRM field, we've locked it. Only an automation, only a Zap can update this, and we can see all the ones with a lead score of 3 have been sent. This will prevent clutter in your CRM. There's a whole lot more you can do, like verifying certain fields. In this one, I'm checking to see if a last name is empty. If it is, we'll show an X emoji. If not, the check mark. And next up, we have summary formulas. These are available across any plan. You're going to find it as a little label underneath an entire field or column. This isn't a revolutionary feature, but what is powerful is to be able to use these handy little summary formulas in a Zap, in an automation. So let's dive into some use cases so I can show you what that looks like. Zapier Tables is a perfect spot to pull in campaign performance across multiple marketing campaigns. So if we're tracking that, we got campaign name, the marketing platform, then we're tracking total clicks, total leads, ad spend, and cost per lead. A summary formula would allow us to go down and calculate the average cost per lead. Right now, it's at $7. We can add in the count, the max, the minimum, standard deviation, sum, and variance. But for this use case, we want to get notified if that average cost per lead surpasses $10. Then we might need to rethink some things. So we can add a zap that triggers anytime there's an updated cost per lead, and then a filter for only continuing the zap if the cost per lead is greater than $9. And if it is, we'd alert the marketing team in Slack. All right, so this next use case, this is something we actually use at Zapier. It's a video influencer tracker. So we need to look at our investment amount, whether we're getting a positive return. So a lot of things we can do here. investment amounts, we can look at the sum of the investment amount. Should that sum get close to our budget, we can create a Zap to get notified about that. We can go over to the cost per click, create an average. Maybe we want to add minimum. We'll also add max. So we can see all of this within the table itself. And these are available in a Zap, so you can trigger when these change, go fetch them to include in a Zap or an automation. So maybe every week we want a Zap to be triggered. Go grab the average cost per click. And if it's above a certain threshold, then maybe we need to adjust where those links are in the descriptions of videos, things like that. Now, you didn't think I was just gonna stop there, did you? This wouldn't be a proper video in 2025 if I didn't throw in an AI agent. This is super cool. Let me show you. Okay, so in Zapier Agents, this is the YouTube influencer agent. If cost per clicks get too high, it'll send me a report on how to reduce cost. What we'll do is add that table as a data source. So we'll add the video influencer tracker, and then we'll set up a quick behavior. The trigger is gonna be Zapier Tables, and then when a summary formula is updated, we're gonna click that, and we're gonna choose the table, the field cost per click, and the specific summary formula, which is the average. I'll give it a few instructions. I'll make sure it has access to that data source, and I can even have it send me a Slack message with the results. This is super powerful. We'll run a test. If that average is above 30 cents, it's gonna analyze it. It's gonna look at metrics by creator, analyzed by other video metrics. Oh, isn't this beautiful? 3 actionable insights to reduce the cost per click. Tells me which influencers to pause, which types of videos to prioritize. Ah, so good. This will run automatically for me. Let's turn that on. And that's a wrap. Whew, feels good. Jump in, let us know what you build in the comments. See you in the next video.